Hello, my name is Brett Padnode, and I will be teaching how to iron clothes, specifically dress shirts. So first I have my iron completely on, so you want to be careful to the bottom of the iron. Make sure that there's no stains. I have a stain right here. I don't know if you can see it on the top of here. I like to get a damp cloth and just wipe it down to make sure that it doesn't leave any residue on the clothes that I'll be ironing soon. Because I've definitely stained some clothes back in my day when I first started ironing. So right now I have a demonstrative dress shirt. It's an open button, and what I've noticed is the hardest part about getting these shirts done is the sleeves, 100%. So on the point of the ironing board, I like to bring the sleeve over. Make sure nothing is overlapping. The main thing you want to do when iron is making sure that none of the clothes is overlapping, because when you iron it, it'll just make wrinkles from whatever's under it. So just whatever base that I have here, I like to go down away from the neck because I notice that it can create more wrinkles. And there's one trigger here that is to spout it out from the front, and then one more trigger that spouts the water out from the bottom. That's what I like to use more, so I'll just use that. So you always want to pump and keep moving as you're going. You never want to stop moving, or else it can burn the clothes. But you know, it's all about speed. That way, so you can just make sure that the clothes isn't too damp, or it'll just get burnt. Alright, so I have my first pump on, and the sleeve stays around this corner for the whole time. And then this shirt has a specific edge on it, so I just like to hold it out and then just let it kind of follow whatever it does. So see, that is very nice. And I was lucky enough to have the back also even out by itself. And now I like to do the back before the front. Kind of helps you get more of an even base once you started going. So you always like to use the shape of the ironing board. There's a reason why the shapes of these ironing boards haven't changed throughout the last 40 years. So I should start on the top, bring it down all the way to the bottom, nice and slowly. And now the back is finished. Sometimes if the neckline always seems to be the hardest. So I just pull this shirt a little bit more down, and then you can get the neck area. This is the one point where I actually advise bringing it up the neck area. Some people say this is too straight, but I don't care. So then fold the collar back, make sure nothing is wrinkled there. And then the only part of the shirt we have left are these sides. So at this point, you don't worry about the shape of the ironing board or anything. You just make sure everything is flattened out. This part has a section underneath, so I'm going to have to iron that afterwards as well. So you just follow down. And after that, there should be no wrinkles left on this shirt. Alright, thank you.